Be very stressful. It can actually be fun too. I had many fun times working in retail, but there are other times that, man oh man, I wanted to lose my mind. When you work with the public on a daily basis, you realize how animal-like the human species truly is. And man oh man, when you catch people when they're in a bad mood, it can ruin your entire day.
Okay, Rich.
You're soft, Rich.
Every story has to have a, prologue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like...
Just tell the story.
Say it.
Sometimes your coworkers can ruin your day too. Speaking of which, let's get into my first story when I was 16 years old. Now at the time,
so he was only 16 when this happened.
Okay.
I was a junior in high school. I turned 16, and my parents said to me, "You need to get a job. You need to learn what it's like to work. You need to learn what it's like to make your own money."
His parents then later gave him the same talk when he was 35. And living in their house.
And he still lives there.
And he still lives there at the age of 42, even though he looks like he's 55.
You need to learn what it's like to have more responsibility, so we want you to find a job.
He never learned that lesson.
Me and hounding me, which they were right. You know, you should. It's young to build character and become more responsible, so on and so forth. So I'm going to do the same with my kids. When they turn 16, their asses need to find
Rich! Go!
some kind of work so they can learn how to make a mad. So I actually went to ask friends who was hiring. It was different looking for a job back then. Now, even if you're looking for a job at Taco Bell, you could just go online. But back then, even if you were looking for something part-time as a kid in high school,
back in my day, back in the 1940s, you had to pound the pavement to find a job.
Thank you, Tim. His stories just don't begin ever.
Okay. Pavement. Or ask friends. And my friend Tim was like, "Hey, Rich, I have a job, and I could get you a job too. I guarantee you they'll hire you." "Okay, cool, Tim. What kind of job is it?" "It's at an arts and crafts store." Oh, boy, I can't wait to work there. I really didn't want to work there, but my parents were hounding me. They were up.
No shit! Continue!
Go on, Rich.
Kate Bishop is sick, and so are her projectiles. The acrobatic air, the Hawkeye, she uses trick arrows to toy with her prey. For Marvel Snap, she adds 2 of 4 possible trick arrow cards to your hand. They grant awesome bonuses like extra power, negative power for your opponent, or moving a card to another location. Balancing her arrows with Falcon and Black Swan is a hella good time. She goes great with cards like Bizarre, Blue Marvel, so they can join in on the bonus power party. Ooh, there it is!
To help protect from HIV, I prep without pills.
With Apretude, a prescription medicine used to reduce the risk of HIV without daily PrEP pills. With one shot every...
For me, I'll fill out an application, and of course, I did get the job. God, I remember the smell of the store. If you ever been to an arts and crafts,
Smell. Rich, the greasy slob, works there every day. The stench emanating from his body seeps into every piece of furniture, every art, every craft. Disgusting.
By the way, how hard, the grocery store is tougher, in my opinion, because things expire, you have to face everything. Arts and crafts, you put up the paintbrush, they're there forever, you know what I mean? They don't...
So, I've actually obtained a video that Rich posted of him working at a job.
Stop.
That he was then fired from.
No.
This is amazing. And he dogs everybody working there.
Shit. Store. You smell all the fake scent check.
He had to provide proof that he worked at a real job because no one believed him.
Yeah.
I got the evidence.
The candles they have, the floral arrangements, and it just all hits you at once. They have like cinnamon smells and potpourris, and it's just like all attacking you. I'm getting the same headache I used to get when I worked there. Just from
Now that you mention it, I'm getting a headache too, Rich.
This is a man in his 40s, like reliving his trauma, crying about shit from 30 years ago.
about it now. It was such an overpowering odor working at this arts and crafts. Okay. Well, anyway, I got the job, and what I found out is that my friend Tim also had his brother working there. His brother's name is John.